Peace, black family. This your man Al Jihad the God, Black Power, Crip Life. Those who know me know this. Man, we have a special guest today, man. My big brother, man. A brother that's been a part of this struggle, man, for many years. Our dear brother, Dr. Malik Zulu Shabazz. How you doing, dear brother?
Man, I'm doing fine, brother Jihad. It's my honor to be on with you, black man.
Man, I've been trying to get you on for a while, but I know you were busy, brother. I've been seeing you out here in the streets, especially down there with the Emmett Till thing going on with that white broad that got our brother killed and murdered. And for that, I salute you, dear brother, for what you're doing, for all the work you putting in for our people, sir.
Yes, sir. I thank you for your compliment, and I appreciate your show. I appreciate you hosting all of the revolutionaries and the black nationalists and the self-defense movement and giving them a chance to speak their piece. And I appreciate you, your commitment to our struggle, your commitment to the street. And I've been on a lot of shows. The top.
Yeah, I think you went into a bad spot, brother. You're breaking in and out, sir.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, kind of sound a little bit robot, but okay.
Can you hear me? Am I back?
Yeah, you back. You just a little choppy, sir. Yeah, now you went all the way off, sir.
I just said it's an honor with you, and I appreciate what you're doing, my brother. Let's have this talk.
Yes, sir. Well, for those who've been sleeping under a rock, dear brother, who don't know who you are, would you like to please give the people that support my show? Can you please give them a little background of yourself, dear brother?
All right, brother Al Jihad. For those that don't know, my name is Malik Zulu Shabazz.
Okay, I think we're getting a bad connection from the brother. Yeah, we're getting a bad connection, man. Brother probably went in the crazy part, you know. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna hop right back on. Hold up, here you go, right here. All right, we got you back, sir. Can you hear us?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I got you loud and clear, sir.
All right. Thanks for working with me. For those of you who don't know, my name is Malik Zulu Shabazz. I'm a lifetime freedom fighter. I'm a product of Howard University, and I'm a product of the leadership of Louis Farrakhan and Khalid Muhammad. And I come out of the student movement. I've been the chairman of the New Black Panther Party from 2001 to 2013. I've also founded and spearheaded Black Lawyers for Justice. I am an attorney fighting for civil and constitutional rights, and I currently chair the New Black Panther Party, and I'm a key member of the Black Power movement and this liberation struggle that's going on in the hills of North America right now. That's who I am, brother, as well as just being a hard-working man and a father.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, dear brother. Before we get too deep into it, like I said, I seen you was on that. What's that woman named? Carol Bryant.
Carol and Bryant Donham. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. How was that progressing, dear brother? If you don't mind me asking real quick.
It has its ups and downs. The upside of it is that people are well aware of who the false accuser, and they're well aware of who Carolyn Bryant is. She's that 88-year-old white woman that falsely accused Emmett Till, that basically set him up to be kidnapped and to be murdered. Okay, and the downside of it is that the state of Mississippi right now is refusing to prosecute her. They're refusing to prosecute her. The upside of it is that we're not going to let this white woman rest. And she's living in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And on October the 22nd in Bowling Green, Kentucky, there's going to be some heat on this white woman just because she is involved in the murder of one of our greatest civil rights martyrs. So, you know, whether it's the white man's court system, whether it gives justice or not, black people say no justice, no peace. So the Emmett Till movie breaks October 1st, and it's going to be some breaking news on her house, and she's not going to have no peace. So we got to stay on top of this devil.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, man, we are here with Dr. Malik Zulu Shabazz. Please like, share, subscribe. If you support the channel, man, hit the Cash App, man. And we're going to get right into it, man. The title is Revolution by the Book. Not the way that you said, or he said, or they said, but by the book. What is a true revolutionary? So I would like to ask this question, dear brother, in your own words, what is a revolutionary?
A revolutionary, as I was taught by Malcolm X and Dr. Khalid Muhammad, is one who is fighting and advocating for complete.
Yeah, we're gonna wait till you come back. He's finna break it down. We're gonna wait till you come back, though. He's got to come back in. And it could be this devil messing with the live too, man. It really could be this devil messing with the live, man, because like every time I have certain brothers on here and talk about certain topics, all of a sudden my goddamn live is getting messed up. Okay, we got you back, dear brother.
All right, we work with it. Y'all, thanks for working with me. I'm rolling, but I got to get in on this show because it's one of the best shows. A revolution, sisters and brothers, is complete constructive change. A revolution, we've been given the rules of what a revolution is by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, by Minister Louis Farrakhan, by Marcus Garvey, by Malcolm X, by Huey Newton, by Khalid Muhammad, by Stokely Carmichael. A revolution is a complete change in our conditions, not a compromise, not a reform, not something mediocre or temporary. We have been taught that the ultimate goal of a revolution is what? A separate land and territory of our own. We are taught that by the greats that I've named, that our goals for a revolution are the destruction of white supremacy, end to white world capitalism, an end to white world domination, and the rule of the planet by black people, the original people. So revolution is, as Malcolm X said, a revolution is bloody. A revolution overturns and uproots everything in its path. As Malcolm X said, if you knew what a revolution was, you would get back in the alley. We've been taught in the Nation of Islam that the light of the sun is 14,000, I think it's 14. Anyway, the light of the sun is what causes the earth to spin at 1,037 1/3 miles an hour and make its way around the sun every 365 and a quarter days. That is the light, that it is knowledge that causes the revolution and the revolving of the planets around the light around the sun. So what am I saying in all this, my brother? I'm saying that a revolution is designed to get us out of this condition. Now, when we say revolution by the book, what we're talking about here is a return. Revolution by the book means, do we know what we're talking about? Revolution by the book means, although we say we are Black Panthers, that we are any groups, Black nationalists, that we are Huey Newton Gun Club, that we are the Black Power movement, we're a Nation of Islam, Revolution by the book means, do we know what we're talking about? Are we going by the book, or have we come up with something else after so many years down the line? So we can get further into that. Revolution by the book means, if you're a nation of Islam, it means, do you know the supreme wisdom? It means, do you know the core of your doctrine, your teaching, and your ideology? Do you know what you're fighting for? If you're a black Muslim, if you're a Black Panther, do you know the history of the new Black Panther Party? Do you know the history of the Black Panther Party? Do you know the history of Khalid Muhammad? Do you know the history of Elmer Geronimo Pratt? Do you know the history of Huey Newton Eldridge Liberation Army? Do you know the badge and the uniform that you're wearing, or you're just wearing something as a fad? Revolution by the book means we have to return to the fundamentals so we can know what we're doing, so we can get the hell out of this condition. Black power.
Black power, black power. Beautifully spoken, dear brother.
Yes,
Man,
sir.
y'all are getting it today, man. Like I said, we are with a honored guest, man. A beautiful brother that's been fighting on the front line for our people, man, for many years, and the man you speak so highly of, Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad. Brother, I first heard this brother when I was like 15 years old, man. And I heard him, I got introduced to him when I was listening to Ice Cube's which album was, I think it was Death Certificate, when he had Dr. Khalid all through there. Man, when I first, then I actually did found some videos of my brother. Dude, I mean, my mental was like, even though that I was a part of the Crip Nation, like the stuff that he broke down and he made it so, I mean, he made it where a 5-year-old can understand this, man. Like, it blew my mind. And
That's
I
right.
gotta give all praise to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, for and the honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan for bringing a man like that in our midst, man. So when you speak, every time you speak of Dr. Khalid, man, I mean, it just takes me back there when I first heard this brother, sir.
Yeah.
What would you say the difference is between the revolution of yesterday, the revolutionaries of yesterday, and the ones of today, dear brother? What, in your own words, what would you say the difference is?
Okay, Black Power. That's a great question.
Black power.
I'll divide yesterday into two sections. I'll divide yesterday back into, I would say, the 1980s and the 1990s. And there's another yesterday that goes back to the 60s. I wasn't in the 60s, but I've studied. Okay, so one difference between the revolutionary or the activist or the Black Panther or the Black Power advocate of today versus the revolutionaries of the 90s is one stronger difference is that the revolutionary of today is more likely to be armed or to practice self-defense. So we have to give this generation credit, though it comes from a process from yesterday. So we want to be positive and say that, you know, that now that these groups, Huey P. Newton Gun Club, the New Black Panther Party Defense Corps, Anubis with Brother Amun Tikala Imhotep around the country, Elmer Geronimo Pratt Gun Club around the country, Nubia, and other armed formations around the country, we can say that Black nationalism is more well armed and more openly trained than ever. That's a positive.
Okay, brother must have hit another dead spot. Until our brother get back on, I'd like to say, give a shout out to sister. I think I believe I'm saying it right, Naima X, for that Cash App donation. Thank you, dear sister. It will, trust me, it goes right back towards this channel to keep this information rolling. Our brother's going to be back in. Like I said, this devil really been messing with my channel here lately because of a lot of the topics that I speak on. So like I said, when our brother get safe enough where he don't, he, you know what I'm saying, where he driving that car, he can come back in and finish what he was saying. So we gonna wait on our dear brother, man. But yeah, but what the brother is saying is powerful, very powerful, man. And like I said, man, hit that like, that share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. So every time when your brother go live, y'all know it. You know what I mean? Like I said, the brother had to get off again. You know what I mean? Like I say, probably went into a dead spot, or 9 times out of 10, I'm feeling that this Peckerwood also be messing with my lives, man. I really do believe that this crack could be messing with my lives, man. You know, and personally, until our brother get back, what I see, the differences, you know what I mean, for us yesterday, and I was really speaking back, to this gentleman right here back in the 60s, which I believe the Panther Party started in 62, 63, if I'm not mistaken. Black was beautiful, man. And we didn't have the time for bickering because we all knew who our open enemy was. We all knew who our open enemy was. You know what I mean? It wasn't no mistaking about that. You know what I'm saying? Back in those days, like, you know what I mean? Those brothers was doing the free lunch programs. I mean, that was, you know what I mean, putting their life on the line just for a stop sign to get put up. You know what I mean? So our brothers wouldn't be getting hit hidden by cars and stuff like that, man. So back then, man, black was beautiful, man. Black was righteous, man. And that's why I feel we need to get back to that time, back to that back to those teachings. Our dear brothers right back. Okay, hold up. We got you, dear brother. Can you hear us? Okay, he's trying to come in.
Keep going. He might be off.
Okay.
Yep, all right, so y'all can see and hear me. I think Jihad might have went off. He's back on. You back on?
We got you. Yeah, we got you.
Okay, so let's get right into it again. Trained and armed for self-defense, which is a core part of black nationalism. As compared to years, I think we were 20, 30 years ago. I think that we are not as ideologically equipped in what we're doing and why we're doing as we were, as a movement as a whole. And so that's one thing we need to improve on. I think brothers and sisters need to know that just because you have a uniform on and just because you have a gun does not mean that you have arrived. If you don't know what you're fighting for, who you fighting for, what foundation you are fighting from, and you don't learn the lessons of all the generals and leaders of the past as a roadmap to the future, then you're not likely to last in today's revolution. So you see a lot of pop-up revolutionaries today, a lot of pop-ups. They pop up strong and they doing something else. And we had Black Lives Matter. They were every damn where. Just 2 years ago, you couldn't hear nothing more about Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. Well, we heard they got some damn money and they ain't been heard from since. How the hell do you get some money? How do you get some damn money and abandon the struggle? If you get some big money, you're supposed to go buck wild with that money. Since you're supposed to be so strong, you're supposed to be everywhere on this white man if he was able to finagle some millions of dollars. But what happened? They weren't rooted. They weren't really in this. Weren't rooted in Malcolm and Harriet Tubman and the South African struggle and our liberation struggle. They wasn't rooted in all of that. They was on something else. And that's why they're not here. And so all my sisters and brothers, I just think that we need to know, if you're a black Muslim, you got to know the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. First and foremost, if you're a Muslim, you got to know the supreme wisdom. Then you can get into all them other teachings and other interpretations of it. But you got to know the fall of America. You got to know our Savior has arrived. You got to know that the white man is the devil. and the black people are the chosen of God, and that there is no reforming of the devil, and that race mixing is prohibited, and that we're God's chosen people, and the black man is the original man. All of them core teachings you gotta know if we're gonna survive out here, man. And so that's what I'm dedicated to in this time is to helping to educate the current generation on why we fighting for. That's why I appreciate this show. We need knowledge, brother Jihad. We need knowledge, and as above anybody would know that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, dear brother. Man,
Hmm.
like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Y'all are getting some heat today from my dear brother, Dr. Malik Zulu Shabazz. Y'all getting some heat today. Now, I already know. I kind of, I can just, well, I don't say I know, but I can kind of imagine what the answer is going to be. But, well, first, I'm going to say, how old were you when you first met Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad?
I met Dr. Khalid Muhammad. I was 20 years old.
20
I
years
was
old.
20 years old. I was 20 years old when I met Khalid Muhammad, and I had just brought Louis Farrakhan to Howard University on November 18th, 1988. And then in December of 98, December of 88, by way of my grandfather, Thomas X. Malik El Amin, I met Khalid Muhammad in Los Angeles. And my life was never the same since after that.
Now, and that's what I was going to ask next, dear brother, because it's something that I wish I could have been blessed with. But what was it like to walk with our dear brother, to hear, to be right there when our brother spoke to the people? Like, how was you feeling? What was it like, dear brother?
Brother, I honestly can say today, like I felt yesterday, I walked with a true man of God. That man was a true prophet, a black nationalist prophet, and everything we think about him, he was in reality. For me, he was a mentor, he was a big brother, he was a fearless leader, he was one that was consistent. You could count on him no matter where he was going to go. He was consistent. He was a true believer in the hardest parts of the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He was a caring man. He, as hard as he loved, was as hard. As hard as he fought against this enemy, was also as hard as he loved and as hard as he cared. Man, this guy was awesome. From the time that I met him to the time that he passed, I never lost that same high and divine degree of respect for him, and I still haven't lost it today. I know who he was, and I know who he is today. The Honorable Khalid Muhammad. So he had such an effect on me that he basically caused me to change course in my life. I'm on one path, and then you meet him and you get to be in on his path. And so, I never ultimately imagined when I first met him that I would be in the new Black Panther Party, or that I would become his national spokesman in the new Black Panther Party, or his successor. I never knew that I would take this path that I got me here today. However, due to his influence, due to his powerful impact on my life, he has brought me to this path. He has brought me to this path, and I wouldn't have it any other way, brother. I get to you through him. I get to New Black Panthers through him. I get to this all of these organizations that come on your channel. I get to y'all through my teacher, the Honorable Khalid Muhammad. I don't know about this unless I come by him.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I can only, like I said, brother, I was in juvenile. I was in what they call OYCA. I'm sorry, OYA, which is Oklahoma Youth Authority. And I'm talking, I was gang banged out. I mean, that's all I knew was the hood, and it's like he almost made you feel guilty. You know what I'm saying? When you was plotting against your own people, it made you feel guilty about doing it. I can't lie.
Mm-hmm.
Like that man, especially when I first heard The bullet of the bullet. Oh my God. Hey, man, when I first heard that, brother, I'm like, who is this guy, man? Like, I mean, the dude was like the truth that he spoke. It was backed up by stuff that you can actually go find for yourself. It's not like he's telling his truth. He's telling the truth and telling you where you can go find it and try to catch him in a lie. That's why the one thing I give respect to the Nation of Islam, especially the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, because he's always makes a statement. If you can find anything, one word that I say wrong, that I will pay with my life. I have never heard no organization, no religious teacher, no ever make that statement. Never in my life. Those are the only brothers. I'm talking about the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, the honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and the honorable Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad. When I heard every time when those brothers speak, they always say, if you can find one thing I say a lie, I will pay for it with my life. I have never heard nobody say that.
Yes, sir. And well, that's what attracts us to the Nation of Islam, and that's what wakes many of us up. Um, Number one is the attraction to the truth and the promise that we're gonna hear the truth, and we did hear the truth. And that truth has stood us up and woke us up from all kind of conditions. All our people, everybody, many who are talking can bear witness that we was woken up by the life-giving teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And for me, it came through Louis Farrakhan and Khalid Abdul Muhammad. And it's just invaluable. The information and truth in a world of falsehood is invaluable. The spiritual aspect, I'm finding more and more every day, the spiritual aspect is key to the liberation struggle. It's key. For me personally, just coming into the religion of Islam, I know the New Black Panther Party is not an Islamic organization, and we've had a few rounds over the years in the Panther Party about the influence of the Nation of Islam. The New Black Panther Party is not the Nation of Islam. But I can tell you this, that Khalid Abdul Muhammad and Malik Zulu Shabazz, and that I'm telling you, Islam is what makes us strong. Islam is what makes us strong. Islam is what raised us. It's what makes us spiritually strong and makes us physically strong to be able to withstand all opposition and to be able to be successful in this movement. So yeah, Khalid Muhammad was the truth, brother. I mean, now you as a dedicated to street tribes, you know, he had that also. Khalid Muhammad was the Los Angeles minister of the Nation of Islam, and he had his own unique talents in being able to organize Crips and Bloods. He was one of the most successful, and he was very successful. It talks about it in my book, in the book of Khalid. He was very successful in Los Angeles in organizing what they call gang members or street tribes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Dear brother, this is going to be a heavy question because, like, brother, like, I tilt my hat to you, dear brother, because, like, it's so many jealous ass niggas, man, that be like, you know, this brother ain't doing this brother. I'll be like, nigga, well, won't you do it? If the brother's not doing it right, nigga, you do your own movement, nigga. You know what I mean? And I'm not even gonna get a nigga the satisfaction to mention his name, but you know, since I met you and brother Prince Najee, I mean, like, I don't see Coon. And trust and believe, I don't fuck with busters. I don't fuck with busters that sell out ass niggas. You know what I mean? And I don't get that vibe off you. And I don't get nowhere near that vibe. Anytime when a brother, and a lot of people say, well, the two-way gun marches ain't doing shit, blah, blah, blah. Now, I would say this because I actually made a video about it, the one I sent you, dear brother. Now, I would say that, yes, the two-way gun marches are beautiful, but it's not enough because we need economics. You know what I mean? We need stuff that we can call our own. But it's certain niggas that always be like these brothers ain't doing. They just showing up doing this. But when you look at what they got going on, only thing they are, to me, it's just some Asian provocateurs type. You know what I mean? Like they just trying to stir shit up. So, brother, by you getting backlash from a lot of disgruntled, because basically from what I do know, you know what I mean, it was most the Negroes that try to say shit like that is the ones that was a part of the Panthers, a part of this, a part of that, and they don't mean, you know how we are. We some hard-headed people. Can't no nigga tell me nothing. You know what I mean? Even though that this man is a lieutenant, this man is a sergeant, this man is a captain. You know what I mean? We just have the attitude, this nigga can't tell me shit. But when you was at that Peckerwood's job or whatever, or the Peckerwood cop pull you over, you the most compliant ass nigga on the planet. But when it comes to your own people, you know what I mean? This nigga can't tell me nothing. So how do you, what makes you keep going, brother? Like after hearing all the backlash, what keeps you going? Like, cause I would say the average brother would have been like, you know what, man? You know what? I'm good. My family good. I'm through with this shit, man. Y'all can have this shit. What keeps you going, dear brother?
That's an excellent question. And we are taught that our people are hard-headed, stiff-necked, rebellious, easy to lead in the wrong direction, and hard to lead in the right direction. Um, um, Being an oppressed people and having been really defeated in many ways by white man, give it to. Of course, we also have a barrel, as we say. Instead of seeing one black man going somewhere successful and us doing likewise, we would rather tear down or destroy that black man. And then we got jealousy, envy, conspiracies to destroy or murder, dissatisfaction, all of that inside of the black national makeup. Then you have the counterintelligence program of the United States government, which is designed to exacerbate all of that, which is designed to take all of our weaknesses and magnify them and put us against each other for the purpose of destroying our rise. So why would I even engage in all that? Why would I try to fight pockets of dissatisfied, strong pockets of dissatisfied, rebellious Negroes? The United States government. Then I have to try to fight the Anti-Defamation League, the Southern Poverty Law Center, a list of white institutions and white enemies that have declared my destruction. It sounds like I would probably rather just go ahead and take care of me and my family, and it sounds kind of logical. But the main but is, brother, I met a man and you met a man and we met a man and we met a teaching that saved our lives. Okay, and that teaching that saved our lives is much bigger than it's bigger than 2A groups. It's bigger than some little small pocket of ex-Black Panthers yakking and running their mouths. It's bigger than this raggedy nigga over here and this raggedy nigga over there. It's bigger than that, because when I come to Oklahoma City and I sit in them circles of them Crips and them Bloods that you help bring together, and I see the hope in their eyes, and I see the way that they love the truth, and I see what I mean to them, that's what keeps me going. When I see the fact that that Najee Muhammad had went off in one direction, and he may have got slowed down in the ditch. Right? It's God, brother. Before I explain it all, it's God. It's God tells you keep on going. It's God that says that leave the 99 safe sheep, leave the lawyers, leave the safe Howard University environment, leave the safe jobs and the safe assignments, and go out here and find that Crip, find that blood, man. I just see God in it, brothers. It's just something that I'm I guess I would say possessed by, that I love my people despite themselves, and I love them more than I fear the enemy. And so therefore, when God touched me, man, and showed me certain signs early on that I know I can't turn back, I started with opposition. In my book, when I was just a youngster, I had Louis Farrakhan to come speak on my campus. And as soon as I won that contract, I came under opposition from my own brothers and sisters. They tried to stop my event. And from early on, I had heavy opposition, and God showed me early on that you ought to stick with it, and you will overcome opposition. I've been through so much, brother. They tried to kick me out of law school, take my law license, say that I killed my leader, Khalid Muhammad. I mean, shit that would really hurt. Say that I had something to do with the death of my leader. Just all kind of slander and attack. However, there's so much good, it destroys that negativity. There's so many people I've met, so many places I've been, so many people I've been able to help. They said that it was a $5,000 bounty on the head of a Panther leader or Nick Bezel if we went to Mississippi. When we faced that challenge and overcame that and went to the door of the racist police chief Dobbins, and they shut the facility down, and we went and put posters on the door of the old one and found Miss LaRue and found us a new one, and we packed all them black people in there, and they were happy to see us. The first black people they ever saw that were strong, first black man they ever saw that was gonna really help them, an attorney. Brother, that just made it all it makes it all worth my while. It's just the victories. I know many black leaders, some that have went before me, have died feeling the pain of rejection. Marcus Garvey died feeling the pain of rejection. I guess Malcolm X, he probably died when the bullets was going through his body, feeling the pain of rejection. I got to keep going for them. You know, so it's just something in me, my brother, that the negativity could never outweigh the positive things I've seen or the positive things I'm trying to do. You know, niggas talking crazy do not outweigh the joy I get when I see you teaching the truth and you raising up gangs. You know what I mean? They just can't do it, man. I mean, this is God. God is in it. So, and then I withstood so much. I withstood so much attack, so much slander. You know, niggas on the YouTube with every day railing against me. Well, am I gonna get down behind that? Well, I say, well, why are they railing against me? Why are they railing against me? Have I robbed no man? I've cheated no man. I've given my life to this. So then, brother, you know what, brother Jihad, I take it as an honor. I say they talking about me. That means I must be worth something. They got me on their minds all the time, and they critiquing what I'm doing. I must be worth something. And then I'm saying, well, they critiquing what you and me, us in the Panther Party, they critiquing what we doing. At least we doing something. Well, y'all Negroes ain't doing nothing. All you can do is sit back here with some little clipboards and try to analyze what we doing. You Uncle Tom Negroes ain't doing nothing. We doing something. And that's the bottom line too. At least we have an agenda. You Negroes ain't even got an agenda. And so I want to let them know on this show that this ain't nothing. All these little sideline attacks and defectors, we was prepared for this long ago. Khalid Muhammad got shot. Me and Hashim and Zinga was on the scene, and Hashim was right there. They have tried to kill us, wipe us out, destroy our careers, take my law license, take my law school career. Man, if I could survive all that, these little run-of-the-mill niggas ain't nothing. Black power?
Black power. Exactly.
We're gonna kick their ass going into 2023, brother. Us together. Because at the end of the day, where they gonna go? They keep talking about the new Black Panther Party, but where you gonna go out here? If you a black nationalist and in the Black Power, if you're not coming into the new Black Panther Party, if you ain't coming into UEP, if you ain't coming into one of the groups that we affiliated with, Elmer Geronimo Pratt, Anubis, us, the people that are brothers, that we now the Black Riders Liberation Party. I want to say straight up on this broadcast that Taco Wolverine Shakur is my brother, that he has been in this liberation struggle since the mid 90s, and that every attack on him is a COINTELPRO attack. He is my brother. I want to say on this broadcast that brother Ahmad Muhammad, the national assistant for the new Black Panther Party, he has been nothing but a brother to me, nothing but a brother to our movement, that he has harmed and has been harmed no one and has been a man of good conduct. And I'm telling you this, I'll be damned. I will leave this movement if I'm told that I can't work with ex-felons and brothers and sisters out of prison, because that is the work of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I will leave this movement if I can't work with a brother who was lost and now found. And so man, straight ahead, brother, straight ahead.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Man, y'all gotta hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, because y'all gotta keep me in the algorithm, because you know these crackers hate my page, and I'm not even, I don't even got a major following, but for the people that I have been interviewing, like our dear brother Malik Zulu Shabazz, brother Amun from the Anubis Gun Club, brother Nick Bezel, the sisters from the underground. I mean, brother, they don't want people like us, brother. I'm speaking to my brothers and sisters. They don't want this information out, because they know it's a group of people out here that we not scared of you Peckerwoods. We not scared of you crackers. We damn sure ain't scared of you coon ass house niggas. You know what I mean? We gonna stand up for what's right for our people, brother. Now, I was speaking on the video,
and we're gonna boost this show, and everybody, and we're gonna boost this show and your show and boost all your subscribers. When we get off, I'm telling you, we're going to get it around to all of the party and all of our officials, and we're going to make your show a top priority. We need your show. Promise you that. I promise you that. Yes, sir.
I would like I said, I sent you that video. It's called Black People. Y'all get a chance, y'all go look at my go look at my old show. It's called Black People Wake the Fuck Up. And the reason why I named it that, because brothers and sisters, we need financial economics. We need tangibles. We need land. We need businesses. We cannot just be a gang of angry ass niggas out here, you know what I mean, toting guns and shit. We need something that our babies, that when we die off, because one day we're going to leave this planet. What will we leave our babies? We have to have something to leave our damn babies, man. Like I said, my daughter and my son, they both had dentist appointments, and the Peckerwood dentist gonna tell me that, yeah, we're gonna have to do surgery on your baby's teeth, but you can't be back there with us. I'm like, what? So we need to put in money for our black doctors, our black dentists, our black, and if you look at it, Sister Vanessa, if you on her, Black Power Queen, but this sister said something that made so much sense. It's 41.8 blacks here in the hills of North America. If just 30 million of us, listen to me, people, if just 30 million of us was to do $1 a day, one funky ass dollar a day, that's $30 million every goddamn day. It's 365 days in a year. Man, we have enough to fund for what the new Black Panther Party's doing, for what the Anubis is doing, what the Geronimo Pratt's doing, and the rest of the other black organizations, for what we're doing, that can lead, that will fund for what we need. That's enough funding for what we need to do to raise our nation of people. So, dear brother, in your words, how important is economics to the revolution, sir?
I appreciate the question, brother, and I have many answers to that. And I'm glad somebody's thinking about economics. So somebody is talking like you talking. It's beyond critical. You know, most of what I'm able to do for the new Black Panther Party and the whole movement is because I was astute to economic program, and all the while I'm fighting this revolution and this struggle. I come from a black Muslim family, and I come from a family that's about independent black economics. So all the while I'm fighting in this struggle, I'm also running several businesses, several businesses, not just running a law practice that's successful, but running other black businesses that's successful, running real estate that's successful. So therefore, when it gets to my participation in the struggle, I've been able to help a lot in the Panther Party, help a lot in our movement, help make Tulsa a success, help make Mississippi a success, help make all our conventions a success, and do it from the base of having a solid black economic base from focusing on economics. I can't tell you how important it is for the revolutionary to have a solid base, to have some finance and residual income coming in. I can't tell you how important it is for this Black Power movement to begin developing economic programs and selling its own products, and for them to know how to get this to just perform a variety of services in the cities that where they live. I believe I set an example as an individual, and I believe there's much more I could do with the leaders of the Black Power movement and the new Black Panther Party that are interested in economics. So I can say it's invaluable, brother, invaluable. And brothers like you, Sister Chuma, and others that are serious about economics, I believe that I could do a lot with us to help change our situation around. There's just a lot to be done, and I could help a lot if people are serious.
Black power, beautiful, brother,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Oh yeah, you're right on point with that.
Real quick, I want to give a shout out to our people that's on there. Dear brother, I know you remember Queen Mother Empress Bezowitz, right?
Bezowitz?
That was a sister that was in all white that was blessing us when we was doing the 2-8 march. The sister that was doing the smoke with the blessing with the aunt.
Yeah, I remember. Absolutely.
Yeah. She actually made me her godson, and I made her my godmother. We are in touch a lot, and I love that sister. So I'd like to shout out to Sister Empress Bezowitz. We have another. I believe it say A.S.T. Shakur. So I'm thinking it's Aset Shakur.
Aset Shakur. She's out of Carolina. Strong black woman.
Praise
Strong
be to
black
God.
woman.
Black power,
oh
sisters.
Yeah, Black power.
We have Felicia K from Holistic Conscious Living. Brother Christopher X with the Nation of Islam. So I'd like to thank y'all for tuning in, man. And please, if y'all have a Facebook platform, an Instagram platform, share this, man. Y'all hear the jewels y'all get. This is, you know what I mean? And y'all hearing it from two soldiers, you know what I mean? That's not scared to speak our mind. The hell with biting our tongue for this damn devil. The hell with biting our tongue for this goddamn cracker and this goddamn Uncle Time ass niggas. The hell with that. We are soldiers, and we go. And then me, I'm a die on my post, homeboy. Guarantee you
Black
that.
power. Black power.
Okay. Oh, I have a couple more questions. Are you all right with that, dear brother?
Yes, sir. I'll take a couple more. No problem.
Yes, sir. Okay. When I first met you in person, dear brother, you had made a statement to me. You was like basically reaching out to the gangs, to the Crips and the Bloods, the Gangster Disciples, the Vice Lords. Like, what was your purpose? Like, why would you reach out? Because you know, a lot of revolutionaries used to say that we were counter-revolutionary. What made you come with a whole different twist? Like, hell with that, I'm finna reach out to my brothers. Now, why did you do that? And what part would the Crips, Bloods, Gangster Disciples, and Vice Lords, what part could we play in this revolution, sir?
Excellent. Thank you so much. The answer is because I'm from Los Angeles, California. That's the first answer. It's because I'm from Los Angeles, and I come up in a city that is very notorious for gang activity. And so as I see it as proliferated around the country, you know, I just come from parents that, man, we just work in South Central. We worked my mom worked all her life to educate either gang members or former gang members, and my dad worked it on another level with prisoners. So just knowing the gang situation, coming from a family that kind of works in social services with gang members, I feel like it's my duty. It's my duty, number one, Number two is I know that they're warriors. You know, there's times when in the struggle when I seen the people that are rejected. You say the gang members are rejected as counter-revolutionaries, but you know, when I fought in places like Virginia Beach, it was a Virginia Beach rebellion, 1989, when it was a big so-called riot against the police abusing our people. Well, it wasn't the intellectuals that fought the police and fought the system in Virginia Beach in '89. It was brothers and sisters like so-called gang members. It was the hood that fought. And when it came down to the Los Angeles rebellion, when it comes to the Los Angeles rebellion against police brutality, well, who set that off? I mean, that wasn't set off by the book readers. That wasn't set off by the scholars. That was set off on the corner of Florence and Normandy by Damian Football Williams and the 8 Tray Gangsters. And so, you know, I talk in my book about how we were supporting the LA rebellion in Washington, D.C. and so forth. What I'm saying is, man, I admire what the Damian Football Williams did and I admire the gang truce in Los Angeles. I admire how they came together and showed that they could rock America. So I see lots of revolutionary potential when it comes to Crips and Bloods and those. I see the history of Bunchy Carter and the early Panthers that was split up when they was able to kill Bunchy and take Tukey and Raymond and the other OGs in another direction. I yearn, brother, to put those pieces back together again, put the Panther back together with the so-called gang members and what I call reversing the curse. I yearn to see the history of Fred Hampton when they wouldn't let Fred Hampton and the Panthers organize with the Blackstone Rangers and others in Chicago. I yearn to be able to reverse what the counterintelligence program did. You know, these young brothers have shown that there's camaraderie. They've shown solidarity. In many instances, they've just shown a lot of potential, man. And I would love as much as I can. And I don't want to just do it on a symbolic level. I don't want to just have a gang summit in Mississippi, and you know, I'm looking for people that's permanent workers that want to seriously do this gang outreach. I mean, as a life. I mean, this thing has a lot of potential. It should be a whole department in the Panther Party, just working and dealing with so-called street tribes and gang members. It's probably one of the most valuable things that we could do, brother. They are strong. They are our brothers. They are our warriors. Khalid Muhammad taught me this. Louis Farrakhan taught me this. My parents taught me this. Living in Los Angeles taught me this, man. It's the same thing, brother. The Crips are our brothers. The Bloods are our brothers. Not El Rukin, but could be El Rukin. Blackstone, Vice Lord, all of this is part of, all of these are, this is our Black Army. This is our army. These are what the Panthers of the future will be made up out of. And these are the brothers we also want to help have jobs, income, and a better way of life. So I consider it to be a core part of our work, just a indispensable, undeniable core part of our work. Every group does not work with brothers and sisters that have felons in their ranks, but we are different. We work. We say that the white man is the real felon. And he's up here branding brothers for life for something they did. It's his goddamn system that has put them in the position most of the time. And so just great potential, brother. I see you as a consistent man that has a you probably need to be the new Black Panther National Gang Coordinator. I'm sure you need to be that right about now because you're consistent.
Inshallah.
You're consistent.
Yes, sir.
You need to have an office. No jive. You need to have an office We need to have a national office just for that. It needs to have a funding stream. It needs to have administrative stream. It needs to have it where you can travel and make it to different cities and carry out these activities. I'm dedicated to that. I'm
Yes,
dedicated.
sir.
You might be the man, because see, you heard all this crap and you still standing. You heard
Still,
all this
yes,
crap.
sir.
You can still, you and me gonna do it. You and I and us and Minister Najee, we're gonna do a hell of a work together.
Inshallah, alhamdulillah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Black power. Uh,
Yeah,
this,
for real. We'll
this
get official
last
with it.
this last question, dear brother, because like I said, I know you are a busy man, and I once again, we are with brother Malik Zulu Shabazz. Like our brother's been working day and night, man, fighting this devil in the hills of North America, man, and he came to my platform where, like I said, I ain't no 30,000, 30,000 subscribers, none of that, but just by you just showing your humility, you know what I mean, and just, you know what I'm saying, being able to do this, brother, it's highly appreciated. It really is, dear brother. This
Thank you.
last question.
Thank you for being patient with me.
Oh, absolutely, dear brother. This last question, and I want you to while you answer this, I'm gonna go grab your book because I want people to see what your book look like. And let me tell y'all something. The book of Khaled. Hey, the the book of Khaled, man. Hey, Peter, hey, that's part of my library, man. For real talk, man. It's right up there with How Savings Has Arrived. It's right up there with The Message to the Black Man. It's right up there with The Fall of America. It's right, man. Come on, man. We talking about Dr. Khaled Abdul Muhammad, man. Stop playing, people.
Man.
So,
I just, I picked it up. I picked it up after I hadn't read it in many months. And I just picked it up a couple of days ago and started reading it again, brother. I couldn't stop reading it. I couldn't, not just because I wrote it. I mean, it's just, I mean, if you into the Nation of Islam, you're gonna be in every paragraph. If you into some revolution, you're gonna be in every paragraph, brother. So I understand how you feel about the book, because I feel the same way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that book has got Islam all the way through it. Mm-hmm.
It got soldier all the way through it though, too, brother. I'm talking about, it's like it's man. Hey, I'm not gonna be a spoiler alert, but what's the plans? What's the future plans for the new Black Panther Party? What you got coming down the pipeline? If you don't mind answering that, like what's the future? Now we talked about economics. We talked about the different positions, and like what do you see the future is for the new Black Panther Party? And while you answer that, I'm gonna go grab a book.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Sisters and brothers who are watching, the future for the new Black Panther Party, I think, is as bright as we make it. I want to just say overall, the future of the new Black Panther Party is bright. The future of the Black Power, the Black nationalist movement is bright. The future of the Second Amendment self-defense movement is very bright. No matter how many enemies try to attack us or attack me, our future is bright. Because at the end of the day, our brothers and sisters want liberation. They want a better life. They want Black power. And we are the organization that has been around for years and years. And so pretty much we are one of the only alternatives. And our movement of all the groups I've been naming, our coalition, that it ain't nowhere else to go. And so that being stated, that we have a good future, and that because white police, white society are constantly doing evil, every day there's another Black man or woman that wants to be educated. They want to be liberated. So what are we into? New Black Panther Party. New Black Panther Party, I see again making great progress in the terms of street tribes, gang activity. I see us formalizing our activities all over the country. I see us having a national office just to address the gang situation, And I see more street tribe summits, and I see that peace treaty spreading all across the country. That's on that level. On economics, I see bright things. I know the new Black Panther Party newspaper is on the press right now, and it's coming out this fall, and it's going to be hot. That's going to be something, a major morale boost and an economic boost for us, as our paper sells for $3 a paper, and it sells like hotcakes. That's money for the salesperson. I speak with Brother Mintu in just a few moments. And we getting into the new Black Panther t-shirts and the fall line of clothing. And I'm hoping that there are some other retailers. I'm hoping there are new Black Panther retailers out there listening, that there are new Black Panther wholesalers out there listening. And I'm hoping that there are brothers and sisters that just want to push some Black products and some Panther products. I want to get back to some other projects that kind of got left behind, but we should have a Black National Bazaar. At least one of our websites should be a Black National Business Bazaar and business place. And every one of the Black Panthers that's in any kind of business, everybody that's in the Black movement that's in any kind of business, in the Black Muslims or anybody that's Black, we should be supplying a Black marketplace or a Black business spaces online and in social media where we can sell our wares, sell our products, do business with one another. There's a National Self-Defense Convention coming up next spring, National Self-Defense Convention coming up, and I see self-defense being big. I see the new Black Panther Defense Corps. I see our National Minister of Defense, Brother Major Black, our National Field Marshal, the dedicated, the loyal, hardworking Brother Daryl Hawkins. I see our National Weapons Training, Brother Kwasi Asante, Brother Kunta, Brother OC. I see these trainers making a major impact going into next year. I see a lot of Black people getting trained. I see trainers becoming economically successful, where that's all that they're going to want to do and be able to do is train, because training is going to become the order of the day. So again, I see improved defenses. I see improved economics. I see improved activity in the street tribe or gang sector. I see our leaders in different states and cities around this country rising to be the leaders that they're supposed to be. I see them following in the footsteps of Khalid Muhammad and Malik Zulu Shabazz. I'm expecting great things out of our national prime minister, a man who's greatly responsible for us being to where we are right now. Brother Minister Najee Muhammad, I see him making great progress out of our Southeast base in Atlanta. I'm anxious to see what he does. I'm anxious to see what our new National Chief of Staff, Sister Queen Asiku, used to be Lakeisha, Sister Asiku. I'm anxious to see what she's going to do all over the country, but I'm anxious to see what you all are going to do in the great state of Oklahoma. I foresee you all becoming some of the strongest leaders in the state. I see our Vice Chairwoman, Sister Adela. I see her rising into greatness. And I see her ideas for the future of the new Black Panther Party coming into fruition. I see her establishing herself as a great leader. And so what am I saying? I see Yasu in Las Vegas as an emerging young great leader, as he had a great training in Indiana. I already know that my elder, Momoji Ajabu, is a great man, and I expect more greatness out of him on many different levels. So I'm expecting these Panther leaders, brother, to rise. I'm expecting to see more out of them, to hear more out of them, and I'm expecting the Panther to be the story going into 2023, brother. I expect us to be a major part of our struggle, and if they do right, brother, we'll get this finance right along the way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sister Empress, Mother Empress Bezowitz, she said, Queen Mother Asantewa, she said, I'm guessing that the Queen Mother also have some going on. I actually had the privilege to sit down with Queen Mother. I think how you said it's Rachel Ya
Oh, Sister
Asantewa, I
Ya
believe.
Santiwa.
Yeah,
Right.
yes. I had this privilege to sit down. I mean, I was at her feet. I was kneel down on my knees, and she was giving me some stories about Dr. Khaled and stuff like the movement back in the day. And man, like that divine feminine, it was her and Mother Empress, and it was another sister too. I can't remember that sister's name, but when I was in the presence of those three beautiful women, I mean, they just in that little time we had, man, they was giving it to me, man, and I appreciate. I appreciate our Queen Mothers, man, because the sisters, we in the age now of Aquarius, which is called the divine feminine age, and I love it. I love our sisters that's standing up for righteousness, truth, justice, and freedom and equality. Dear brother, it's been a pleasure. We have reached. I usually go about an hour. We had an hour. I said hour 5. An hour 5, and I appreciate you giving me your time, dear brother. God willing, in the future, I would love to have you back on. You know what I mean? To see the progress and what the Panthers got going on. And brother, like I said, it's an honor. It's really truly an honor to walk with you. When I was in Jackson, Mississippi, you know what I mean? That right there, like literally, excuse my language to all my sisters, but at that time, walking in Jackson, Mississippi, I was like really feeling very unfuckwittable. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. You got a great future, brother. You got a great future. You got a history that tells you that you have a great future. You have been a part of one of the greatest organizations of our era, the Nation of Islam. You've been taught by some of our greatest teachers. God, Allah puts you here for a reason. Allah puts you here for a reason. So I thank you for just having me on. We are going to get all behind your show. We are going to promote your show. We are going to subscribe to the show. I'm gonna if you run out of guests, I'm gonna supply you guests, you know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm run out of guests. We need to get you Dr. Cornell West one day or some others. We're gonna get you guests from across the country. And I just appreciate what you're doing, brother, and your spirit out of what you're doing. And I thank you for what you're doing, okay?
Yeah, man. Thank you, dear brother. That means a lot coming from you, dear brother. My people, we finna let our dear brother go. But before we get off the show, I want to let y'all know I will be back on at 6 with brothers from the Nation of Islam. The title will be "How Do We Fall from Gods to Niggas?" That's gonna be the title at 6 o'clock Central today with brothers from the Nation of Islam. So y'all please tune in for that. You know what I mean? And also in here in the near future, I actually talked to Dr. Umar Johnson, so he also is going to bless me with his presence here in the near future. I don't have a date yet. Thank you to Mama Empress Bezowitz. She hooked that up when she was at Dr. Umar's parade. That he not parade, but his festival he had for breaking open the school, the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. So so hopefully I will have the privilege to interview our dear brother here pretty soon. But anyway, dear brother, like I said, I'm gonna let you go, dear brother. Like I said, I appreciate everything you have done for us, for our people, and I mean, brother, I'm gonna say. You know what I mean? And people who look at my show know I don't got no filter. So I say, brother Malik, fuck the haters, man.
Man, I love you, brother. Brother, I love you, man. You making my day here, man. Seriously. Out of everything I'm running and doing today, I'm so glad that I stopped to spend this time with you because you have actually lifted my spirit, brother. And I thank you so much. Everything you're doing, I'm all behind you, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to get more behind you. Black power.
Black power, dear brother.
Love you, man. Love you. Keep doing exactly what you're doing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This your man Al Jihad the guy. We are finna click off. Hey, like I say, Black power, Crip life. Those who know me know this. And I am not a gangbanger. I am a revolutionary. Oh.